Good morning. It's Christina here. It's Ignite Television, and I'm really excited to share a word with you today as we step into this new 2022 and we're kind of hitting our stride in January. And the word I wanted to share with you is courage. Now, for so long, I thought being strong was courage. And it was all about surviving and pushing and leading and, pulling out my results. And what I found was it's not that. So a few years ago, after being strong for a really long time, I came across Brene Brown's work, and I was like completely captured by what she had said about vulnerability and shame. So if you haven't had a look at her work, please do. And I came back to this thought, well, courage. She talks about courage. She talks about courage so much. And I want to share with you today what courage is. And I want to share with you why I'm saying this today. In the practice I work with, we're coaching people, we're aligning teams, and we are developing people so that they can be better for themselves and the world they live in. And when I look at all of that, all those things take courage. Because here's what courage means to me. Of course, from the Latin translation of courage, or cur, it means to tell the story of who you are with your whole heart. Now, that can be quite daunting. Why? Because maybe I haven't even accepted the story of who I am with my whole heart. So how would I let you see the story of who I am? And so I want to kind of demystify this and just put it in the frame of work just quickly. Courage for me is not pushing. Courage for me is flowing towards where I've got to be. I'm going to make it even more simple. Courage is scary because it is when I take action in a way that allows me to see you and for you to see me. Courage is where I can actually walk through challenging things, recognizing how I'm feeling and recognizing things for what they are. I was sitting with somebody yesterday and we were talking about certainty and their need for certainty. And everything we were doing, I felt like our conversation was very much moving into more denial or not being able to accept, or there were a few things. And as we kind of headed towards the end of our conversation, we really honed in on courage. It's the courage to take action in a way that allows me to be the best of me while you are the best of you too. Okay? Does that mean I'm pleasing? No, because it always starts with me. It always starts with me. So some of the practices we have, which is around being mindful, being present, being in this moment. If I can activate courage around this moment, I'm able to be vulnerable. I'm able to see you. I'm able to engage with you in a way that allows you to be with me. Courage is not stepping into judgment. Courage for me is when I've dropped the armor that I've protected myself with for so long, and I'm actually willing to bring my gifts and talents to the world. I have written 3 books, and I'm dyslexic, which is pretty daunting. And now I'm about to start publishing and finalizing my 4th book. And some people would say to me, Christina, that's not a big thing, or it's a big thing when you write and you cannot pick up what you have made a mistake on in your writing. And even when you've had it edited and looked at a few times, it feels like that little naughty creature of failure might pop in. Now, I'm going to come back to courage. What does courage let me do? Courage lets me recognize that I'm bringing my best. Courage lets me recognize I'm imperfect. and courage lets me live my purpose every day. So I want to wrap up today as we're stepping into this fabulous week and we are working as a leader and as a team member and as a leader of self. I want to get you to really think about courage today. Courage is not strength. Courage is uncomfortable because it allows me to be seen and it allows me to see you. Courage for me is very much a presence piece where we can hold space for each other and be in that moment together so that we can be better together. I think courage is absolutely an X factor for this coming year and maybe for years to come as we forge the leadership we want to create with people so that we can be working more effectively together, be creative together, and really have space for each other. This is Christina. It was so nice to spend time with you. I can't wait to see you again soon.